Hello and welcome to Focus Prep Daily Current Affairs session. Okay, this is the Daily Current Affairs PDF. This is available in our Telegram channel Focus Prep Current Affairs. Okay, the link of this Telegram channel is given to you in the pinned comment section. Please go to the comment section and click on the link. Then you'll get to join this Telegram channel. And in our Telegram channel we also provide regular MCQs, okay, MCQs on the current affairs that we will be covering every day. So please join the channel to avail all the MCQs and all the PDFs, okay. So today we will discuss the current affairs of 15th October and along with it all the static GK that there is to cover that is related to this current affairs. We will be also covering this, okay. Now this is going to be important for all SSC aspirants, okay, all those who are appearing for SSC, CGL, MTS, all the SSC exams, RRB exams, railway and so on, and also for your state PCS exams, okay. So this is, and also banking, we also cover the current affairs for banking sector, okay. So let's start with 15th October current affairs. Now before starting, I would also like to inform you that this is going to be fully in English, okay. Now the reason is that many of you maybe belong from the southern states, right, southern states of India, or maybe you belong from the northeastern parts. So many of my students from these parts have complained to me that they face a language barrier of Hindi. Most of the current affairs that are explained are either explained in Hindi or maybe in the native languages. So what happens is that there is a language barrier. So we are doing it in English, and since I am doing it in English, I will be doing it a little slow, okay. So maybe you can watch it in 1.5x speed if you think that this is a bit slow for you. So let's start today's current affairs and static GK part. The first news is about HAL. HAL. HAL stands for Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, right. Hindustan Aeronautics Limited has recently been upgraded to a Maharatna status. So it was previously a Navaratna company and now it has become the 14th CPSC to get this Maharatna status, okay. So what is Maharatna status? You have learned maybe in, if you are not so new, then you have learnt it, that there are many statuses that the central government adorns these companies with, right. So there are Navaratna companies, then there are Mini Ratna companies also, right, and then there are Maharatna companies. So what are these statuses? Why are these statuses given? What is the utility of this Maharatna status? See, Maharatna status will enhance HAL's operational autonomy. What does autonomy mean? Autonomy means independence, right. So basically this company will now have a little more independence in taking the financial, the administrative decisions and the operational decisions, okay. So the less status you have, like if you have a Mini Ratna status or a Navaratna status, then the government involvement in decision making is a bit more. So when you become a Maharatna company, you get this operational autonomy, a bit more of your independence. And also along with that, HAL will now be able to invest up to 15% of its net worth in where? In foreign ventures. So up to 5,000 crore and something like that amount they will be able to invest in their foreign ventures, okay. Now what is the eligibility? If a company has to become a Maharatna status, what is the eligibility for that? Now first of all, that company needs to hold a Navaratna status, only then it can be upgraded to a Maharatna status company, okay. Secondly, it has to be listed in the Indian Stock Exchange. Now this is of course important, it has to be a registered company. Now the most important point from your exam perspective that you have to remember is that the average annual turnover, okay. What does average annual turnover means? The gain, right. The average annual turnover, the money that it is making, it has to be more than 25,000 crore in the past 3 years, okay. Please remember, this is about last 3 years, not 1 year. Okay, so this is the figure that you have to remember, and also you can remember that the average annual net profit will have to be more than 5,000 crore, okay, in the last 3 years. Now what does net profit means? What is net? The term you have read, net GDP, okay, net NDP. What is net? Whenever you see the term, net means which is something is deducted, like either the tax. Here in net profit, the tax, after deduction of the tax, whatever remains is the net profit. Okay. Now also they should have a significant global presence. Okay. So now let's come to the next current affairs. Who declares India's vaccine regulatory system as functional? What is WHO? WHO, World Health Organization, right? Now it has declared India's system to achieve maturity level of 3. Okay. So who has a global marking tool, and with this marking tool what it does is that it uses 4 maturity levels to assess the regulatory capacity of every national authority. Who is the national authority in case of India for regulating these vaccines and everything? It is the CDSCO. Okay. What is full form of CDSCO? Central Drugs Standard Control Organization. Okay. So who has gone through all the 4 maturity levels, and it has seen that our national regulatory authority CDSCO has a maturity level of 3, and so they have designated our vaccine regulatory system to be functional. Okay. See, our YouTube channel will be providing regular current affairs, okay, and also we will be doing daily and topic wise current affairs as well. So this is a very new channel. Subscribe to it to see what else we provide, okay, in due time. And the Telegram channel link is given in the pinned comment section. From there, please join the channel. Okay. Let's see the next current affairs. It says that RSS has entered its 100th year in the Dasera, Vijayadashami. Okay. Now this becomes important because it is first of all the 100th year that they have entered into Dasera. Okay. So RSS, when was it established? It was established in 1925. Who founded RSS? Keshav Baliram Hedgewar. Okay. And RSS now is the world's largest voluntary organization. Okay. So from a static GK perspective, this part becomes important. This is part of your modern history, that Keshav Baliram Hedgewar found RSS in 1925. And Hedgewar was influenced. Who was he influenced by? He was influenced by the writings of Vinayak Damodar Savarkar. Okay. Next, X-band radar approved for Wayanad. What is X-band radar? We will see all the things in detail. Okay. First of all, remember that Ministry of Earth Sciences have approved this X-band radar. Where has this been approved? In Wayanad. Where is Wayanad? Do you know? Please comment if you know where Wayanad is. Okay, it's a very famous. It has been in news also recently in the elections. So let's see how many of you can comment where Wayanad is. Now in Wayanad, this X-band radar has been approved. It has not been instated yet, but it will be installed very soon. And why has this been approved for this? Because it will predict landslide. So it will track all the soil movements and everything, and it will beforehand predict if there is going to be any landslide, and that will prevent disasters. Okay, that is the purpose of this X-band radar. Now what is radar? About radars, let's see. Now what radar does is that it uses radio waves, okay, radio waves to detect objects and measure distance, velocity and properties of these objects. Okay. So in order to predict, maybe that is a landslide and everything, they need to use radio waves. Okay. Another term you will come across quite often, this is a part of your science, that Doppler effect. Okay, so what does Doppler effect do? Doppler effect utilizes frequency shifts. Okay, if there is a change in frequency, it picks up. So using this Doppler effect, what does radars do? Radar track how much cloud there is going to be, how much rain there is going to be, cloud movement, rain movement and so on. So Doppler effect is used to predict cloud, rain and wind movement. Remember that. And about X-band radar features, let's see what are the X-band radar features. Okay. Now the X-band radar frequency is 8 to 12 gigahertz. Remember, the frequency is between 8 and 12 gigahertz. Okay. And it has a wavelength of 2 to 4 centimeter. It offers higher resolution. Okay. It detects small particles like rain droplets and fogs. But there is a difference between X-band radar and S-band radar. See, S-band radars, they operate at a different frequency. They operate at 2 to 4 gigahertz frequency for long range detection. But X-band radars, they have a higher frequency range but a lower wavelength, means a lower range of detection. Okay. Now let's see some of India's radar networks that were already installed. What are those? The first X-band radar was installed back in 1970 in New Delhi. Okay. So this, you remember, the first things always become important, right? So the first X-band radar that India installed is in New Delhi. It was installed in 1970. Secondly, the cyclone detection radar was set up in Visakhapatnam in the same year of 1970. So the first cyclone detection radar came up in Visakhapatnam. And the third point to remember, this is a part of current affairs itself, is the Mission Mausam. Mission Mausam, what does it aim to do? It aims to set up at least 60 Doppler radars by the year of 2026. Okay. Chalo, let's see the next current affairs. International Day of Rural Women have been celebrated on October 15th. Okay. So this year's theme was Rural Women, Sustaining Nature for Our Collective Future. Okay. So this International Rural Women's Day was established in 2017, and who started celebrating this, or who designated this day as International Day for Rural Women? It is the United Nations General Assembly. Okay. So see this year's theme 2024, remember this theme, it talks about a rural woman sustaining nature for our collective future. Collective future means everyone's future, okay, taking everyone together. Now let's see our India's rank in the global hunger index. See, India has ranked 105th in the global hunger index of 2024. So you can understand this is not a very good rank, it's a very poor rank. Okay, it is out of 127 countries, India has ranked only 105. Okay, so we have been put in the category of serious hunger. Okay, because we have a very low GHI score. Okay. Now, who publishes this global hunger index? It is published by Concern Worldwide. It is an organization of Ireland, and Wealth Hunger Life, Germany. Remember these two names, Concern Worldwide and Wealth Hunger Life. Okay. Now the score ranges between, the score that they mark is between 0, which symbolizes no hunger, and 100, which means worst hunger. Okay. India has a score of 27.3 and it has a rank of 105. Now what are the indicators that GHI uses? Now if you are a PSC aspirant, say any state PSC, WBPSC or MPPCS or UPPCS, so for all these exams, this kind of questions become important, that what indicators are used in a particular index. So what are the indicators used? First indicator that is used is undernourishment. What does undernourishment mean? See, these terms are very important. In case you don't know, I am just going to explain it to you. Okay. So undernourishment means the population which do not have a sufficient calorie intake. Caloric intake means that every day the food that we eat, okay, what does food provide us with? Food provides us with energy, right? And this energy we use to do everything, like I am talking now, we do all our tasks, we walk, everything is done by the energy that is provided by these food. So these foods provide us energy, and this energy has the unit of calorie, right? So just for your basic understanding, I am trying to say this, that if there is not sufficient caloric intake, it might be that someone is having quite a lot of food, maybe they are just having rice, okay, just they are having a lot of rice but not adequate pulses, not adequate protein. Okay, so everything is important. So if they are having only rice and no pulses, then there will be insufficient caloric intake, because there will be not sufficient enough energy that food can provide. Okay, so when there is that is the case, that is there is insufficient caloric intake, then we call it undernourishment. The second indicator that they use is child stunting. What does child stunting means? It means the percentage of children who are under 5 and they have a lower height than their than they should have at that age. Okay, so child stunting, by the word stunting, remember that it is related to height. So if someone has a lower height than they should have at that age, then that is called child stunting. This is also caused by, you know, a poor kind of diet, you know, a lack of food and so on. Next, the term that you remember is child wasting. This is another indicator used. This signifies a lower weight. Okay, so whatever a particular person, or I mean a child under the age of 5, whatever they should have as an adequate weight. Okay, so whatever height you have, accordingly there is a perfect weight associated with it. Okay, so whatever weight that is adequate, if you don't have that, if a child doesn't have that, then we call it child wasting. Okay, again due to hunger this happens. And the fourth indicator that they take in is child mortality. Now mortality, you understand that if a child is not you know, living up to his or her 5th birthday, then this is considered. Okay, so percentage of children dying before 5th birthday. Mortality, you understand, the rate of death, right? So the rate of death, the percentage of children who die before their 5th birthday, they don't even live for 5 years. Okay, so these 4 indicators, remember, this is very important: undernourishment, child stunting, child wasting and child mortality. Okay, these are the 4 indicators used in our GHI index. Next is the 2024 Nobel laureates in economic sciences. Now we will also bring a topic wise current affairs, where I will be covering all the Nobel laureates of this year, that is 2024. Okay, so in one video and in one PDF we will be covering all the Nobel laureates. Here just now know about the economic science awardee, and the names are Darren Acemoglu, Simon Johnson and James Robinson. Remember, Darren Acemoglu, Simon Johnson and James Robinson. Okay, they have been awarded, and their contribution is that they have shown that there is a strong societal institutions you know, necessary for prosperity. Okay, so they actually work in the field of developmental economics. You know, economics have various fields, so they have shown that strong societal institutions are necessary for prosperity. Okay, prosperity, that is economic prosperity and the well-being. Okay, now a few more GK GS points. Let's see about Nobel Prize. Now who awards this Nobel Prize? Royal Swedish Academy of Sciences. The first winner of economic Nobel Prize was Ragnar Frisch and Jan Tinberg in 1969 for their contributions to econometrics. What is econometrics? Now these terms you see every day in news or in current affairs, but you don't know what these terms are. So econometrics is basically a branch of economics. Okay, those who, you know, study in economics, say they are doing graduation or masters, they have to study all these. Okay, so econometrics is a branch of economics. Okay, what does it deal with? It deals with statistics. Okay, so statistical data, in econometrics, basically all the statistical data regarding a topic is taken, okay, to verify whether a theory is right or wrong, you know. So statistics is basically used when economics and statistics are used together, it's econometrics. Next is notable Indian laureates. Now you have read about Amartya Sen, you know the name of Amartya Sen, right? Amartya Sen, in 1998 he was awarded the Nobel Prize. He was recognized for his work in welfare economics, right? And he has a very famous book. I don't know if you have read it. If you have not, you can. It is called The Argumentative Indian, right? The Argumentative Indian. This is a book by Amartya Sen. If you don't know, you can make a point and just add it to our notes, because this is important for your GK. Another Nobel Prize awardee is the Abhijit Banerjee, the very famous Abhijit Banerjee from India. He won it in 2019, right, for his work in elevating global poverty. Now let's see the next current affairs. Indranand Singh Jha, the former Akashvani radio presenter, has recently passed away. Okay, so Indranand Singh Jha, this name is important because he was Akashvani radio presenter, and he has recently passed away. Okay, he was affectionately called Khurkhur Bhai, and he was famous for his rural talk Kam Ghar. Okay, let's see the next one. Now, Noel Tata has been appointed as the chairman of Tata Trusts following Ratan Tata's death. Now, this was, this was a tragedy that just happened, right? Everyone knows that Ratan Tata ji has passed away. Okay, so there has been a vacant position of the chairman. So, Noel Tata has now been appointed as chairman of Tata Trust. Now, this becomes a very important current affairs, this name of Noel Tata. Okay. And another thing that you have to remember is that the Tata Group was founded in 1868 by Jamshedji Tata. Okay, Jamshedji Tata was a member of Parsi community, right? Now, in 1868, this Tata Group was established. This year now becomes important since he has just now passed away. So, in case of your static GK, this can be asked. Okay. Tata Trust holds 66% of the Tata Sons, okay, but they do not manage the operations directly, they just hold the stocks. Okay. So, just remember this point, more important is this point, okay, that Tata Group was founded in 1868 and Noel Tata has now been appointed as the chairman. Okay. Now, the next one. Ahika and Shutirtha Mukherjee makes history at Asian Table Tennis Championship. Remember these two names, Ahika Mukherjee and Shutirtha Mukherjee. Okay, two Bengalis, they have become the first all Indian women's doubles pair to win a medal at Asian Table Tennis Championship. Where was this Asian Table Tennis Championship held? It was held in Astana, Kazakhstan. Astana is the capital of Kazakhstan, right? And it is where it was held. But remember, Ahika Mukherjee and Shutirtha Mukherjee, question may be asked that, by giving these two names, who are they, or to which field is this they associated with? So, they are associated with table tennis field. Okay, in the sports, this kind of questions are asked, and India has won total of 3 bronze medals. Okay, in this championship, table tennis championship, 3 bronze medals India has won. Okay. So, that is it for today. So, all the MCQs from today's current affairs is available in our Telegram channel. Join the Telegram channel. The link is given in the pinned comment. Please go there, click on the link and you can join the channel. To avail all the MCQs, all the lectures that we will be bringing, all the study materials that we will be giving. Okay. And subscribe to this channel to see what else we bring. Okay. This is a new channel. So, subscribe and see what other things we can bring. And guys, please comment in the comment section if you liked today's session, if you didn't like it, what else we can improve, what else you would like us to provide with, apart from MCQs which we will be providing in the Telegram channel. And if you have any other comments, please let us know. And in case of any query, you can email us, okay, at contact.focusprep@gmail.com. This is our contact, mail ID. So, you can also just put in your query in an email, or you can comment all your doubts. Okay, if you didn't understand today's any point or anything, you can also post your doubts in the comment section and we will take it up in the next day's video. Okay. So, thank you everyone for just going through this session. Thank you. Have a very good day.